Alhambra Glacier Le Noir, a one-to-one dupe of Male Le Parfum, or just a hype cheapie? Coming up. Hello YouTube, hello dear Fragmatics, welcome to another video. Today we take a look at Alhambra Glacier Le Noir. This is similar to Male Le Parfum by Jean Paul Gaultier and is getting a lot of hype because of that. So let's start with the presentation. This is the can, as you can see, looks quite good, fits solid, feels good. Now, the base not so much, and as you can see, mine broke during shipping, so this is I think it will be a problem also for some of you with the base. And this is the bottle. Now, the bottle looks good in my opinion, but as soon as I saw it, I start to imagine how Maison Alhambra, or La Tafra, which is behind the Maison Alhambra, decided to go around in creating this bottle. And from my point of view, I think the creative process went something like this. Some CEO La Tafra saw the bottle, the original bottle of Male Le Parfum, which looks like this, and said, well, that is too much. That it's too much, so let's create our own. And when he looked at that bottle, he was like, brother, what's that? What's that, brother? And that's how Glacier Le Noir got dressed up. Coming back to the presentation, let me show you again the cap. So this is the cap, it's plastic, looks good, but you know, feels cheap. And this is the atomizer. And now let me show you how it works. The atomizer, it's good. I mean, it's quite good for a cheapie. Has a good mist, sprays quite far away, a wide spray, and nothing to complain. I mean, nothing to complain about the atomizer. Glacier Le Noir by Maison Alhambra is classified as an oriental woody, and the official notes are: on the top you have cardamom, on the middle you have lavender and patchouli, and on the base you have amber, vanilla and woody notes. And now the most important thing, how it smells. To be straightforward, I must recognize that I wasn't impressed by the smell. It's extra synthetic and repulsive, especially in the opening. It smells similar to Male Le Parfum by Jean Paul Gaultier, but it fails to be a good dupe, in my opinion. It gives you vibes and illusions, but it stays quite far away from the original scent. Oh, wait, it means that your favorite YouTuber hyped this for nothing? Stick around and let's find out. Opens astringent, sharp and with a heavy dose of alcohol. For the first few seconds, smells like a very cheap cologne you buy from a shady shop. For the first minute or so, smells nothing like the original Jean Paul Gaultier Male Le Parfum. Smells more like nails polish mixed with alcohol. After that, the cardamom comes through and you get hints of Male Le Parfum. But it's not clear. The scent profile feels foggy and blurry. Comes close to the original Male Le Parfum, but right away takes another road. On skin it's closer, but on clothes gets extra synthetic, and the cardamom mixes with a very cheap mint candy smell and nail polish. Or to give you another image, just think about your grandma's purse filled with old makeup. On skin is way better. I mean, yeah, on skin is way better than on clothes, but still it's not there, it's not that close. Now the opening will remind you of Male Le Parfum. I mean, it will remind you, but it's not the same, and you feel that it's not something you can hide. When you step into the heart, Glacier Le Noir goes dark and Male Le Parfum goes bright. While Male Le Parfum feels bright and opens up, filled with freshness and energy, Glacier Le Noir starts to fade away and feels heavy. You still get that cheap mint candy smell, I think from the patchouli mixed with the vanilla, but you start to detect on the background the lavender and some faint woody notes. Now, on clothes, the patchouli is quite noticeable, while on skin you get more of the vanilla mixed with the lavender. The middle of Male Le Parfum by Jean Paul Gaultier feels rich, bright, powdery and fresh. Male Le Parfum is also sexy and seductive and has a provocative attitude. Glacier Le Noir is just minty sweet with a faint woody note in the background. Now, I must say that, on skin feels closer, but still is lacking the iris and that uplifting effect you get in Male Le Parfum. The notes are not well defined, and the overall blurry image gives you Male Le Parfum vibes, but still it's not there, it's not quite the same. In the Drydown, Glacier Le Noir by Maison Alhambra, it's quite faint and you get a sweet patchouli mixed with some generic woody notes. Again, gives you Male Le Parfum vibes, but still is not quite there. Glacier Le Noir feels like a diluted and stripped of essentials version of Male Le Parfum by Jean Paul Gaultier. Feels like, how to describe it? A simplified version you can buy on AliExpress. Towards the far Drydown, you will start to detect some smokiness, which will make Glacier Le Noir even less bright than Male Le Parfum. And now to resume all the things I just said about Glacier Le Noir by Maison Alhambra. First of all, I can say, brother, what's that? What's that, brother? Glacier Le Noir by Maison Alhambra, it's a cheap, diluted and blurry take on Male Le Parfum by Jean Paul Gaultier. With a heavy dose of optimism, let's say that this is around 70% close to the original, if you feel the empty spaces. Now, Glacier Le Noir has a harsh opening, feels like a purse filled with expired makeup. The middle, it's okay, but never too close to the original. And the Drydown takes a completely different direction and goes quite, not dark, but it's the opposite of the brightness you get in Male Le Parfum. Now, dear Fragmatics, sadly I don't get the hype around Glacier Le Noir. Well, I know I get the hype, but still I don't understand the hype around Glacier Le Noir. It's just a cheap, diluted take on Male Le Parfum, and to my nose doesn't smell at all like the OG. I mean, I know that some people will say, well, in the air it smells like the original. To those I say, no, it's not. And now let's see the performance, which is average on clothes and weak on skin. Longevity, you can get around 4 hours if you spray this on clothes. Projection, you get weak projection for the first 1 hour, 1 hour and a half. And sillage, you get weak sillage for the first, let's say, 2 hours. Let's push it to 2 hours if you spray it on clothes. Now, seasons and time of the day. This feels good for spring and autumn because it's too weak for winter and it's too synthetic for summer. Time of the day, due to the foggy and blurry image promoted by the scent profile, I think it's a good choice as an evening perfume. Occasions, this feels good for running errands, but nothing more. And again, due to that foggy and blurry scent profile, I don't think it's office safe because it can trigger some reactions in people. Age, again, feels a little bit mature. I think 20 years and older. And when it comes to whom can wear this fragrance, I mean, let's say that this is a men fragrance, but at some point, at some stages of the evolution of the scent profile, feels also like an unisex fragrance, crosses a little bit the line. Let's see what the thumb of likeness has to say about Glacier Le Noir by Maison Alhambra. Do I like this? No, I don't like this. And now the big question. Is Glacier Le Noir by Maison Alhambra a safe blind buy? No, it's not. Unfortunately, this is not a safe blind buy. And not because the scent profile is challenging or the price is high, it's because it has no value in your collection. Now, I understand that if you don't have Male Le Parfum, or you can't find it, or you don't have the means to buy it, you'll be tempted to say, you know what? I'll take less, I'll be happy with less. To that, I will answer, you have better options from Maison Alhambra for other dupes. I think it's a better idea to keep your money and wait until something better comes on the market. These days you can buy Glacier Le Noir by Maison Alhambra for a price between 14 and 20 euros. Still, it doesn't justify the value, in my opinion. Now the question is, if I had an opportunity or a sample to test this before, will I buy it again? The answer is no. If I had the opportunity to test it, for sure I'm not gonna buy it again. I understand that this is tempting because it's cheap, but still has no value. And I think it's a complete waste of money, especially if you are on a budget. And that's all for today, dear Fragmatics. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, and if you have some feedback, please share it with me. I want to take a moment to say a big and special thank you to all my current subscribers. Now, if you are new here and if it's your first time and you stayed until the end of this video, it means that I'm doing something good, something useful for you, something you like. So I will invite you to subscribe to join the family. To all of you, again, a big special thank you for watching my videos and for all your support. That's all for today. Until next time, take care, stay safe, and smell amazing. Bye.